Why not? Here we are. We're live. Screw it. I had to set the time for some time. So I said, let's go live at 4 o'clock. And here we are. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I hope I'm using the right mic this time. Welcome. For those who are watching this on replay, I see we already got Jasa in the chat. What's up? Welcome. Come say hello. And we're gonna just vibe and we're gonna talk about horror. As you can see, your boy has dyed his hair once again. It's a little blonde. A little more blonde than it used to be, so. What is up, everybody? We got Jasa in the chat. We got Kaz. Yo! What's going on? Ghost Mysteries, how's it hanging? Hello. Bombay Productions, hi. I like your profile picture. That's sick, man. Lei TheNerd, what's going on? What's up? Welcome to the live stream. You're back, Jacob. What's up? What's up, Michael? Hi. Hello, Michael. Peyton Jordan is here. Hi. 23 minutes early. Yes, don't be calling me late Jake no more. If I'm 23 minutes early today. So there you go. There we go. John Underwood is here. Hello. Jeepers Creepers Reborn in the profile picture. Nice. Cash Powell says, do you think Leslie Macher could be a killer in Scream 6? I think it could happen for sure. I'm like, here's my thing. If we can come up with a cool theory for how that doesn't sound anything like how the exact same thing as Mrs. Loomis in Scream 2, okay. But to me, it just kind of sounds exactly like the same thing. It's a relative of a past killer coming back to slash people. So I think if she's going to be the killer, you got to give her some kind of different motive. You can't be like, I'm still upset about Stu's death or something. You got to give me a little more than that. I got to do something a little different. So give me the announcement. Ghostface. Ghostface, I could not find the Hello Sydney clip in good quality to put on the stream. I was literally looking for it beforehand. So I'm sorry I failed you, but I will keep looking. You would think they would have that, right? But I can't find it anywhere in good quality. Bombay Production says, I have an important question that has been floating around TikTok. Interesting. In a Jennifer's Body reboot, who could play Jennifer? I think Sydney Sweeney would be fantabulous. Yeah, no, I could totally see that. I think for her friend character, you give me who could we cast for that though? That's what I'm trying to think. Amanda Seyfried or whatever. I feel like she's a little too pretty for that role. You know what I mean? She's like gorgeous, and she's in a role where it's like talking a little bit like she's like a nerd and like everyone makes fun of her, and I can't buy it. Amanda Seyfried is just too. She's like a 10 out of 10, and you're trying to say that? I don't know, man. Critical Overlord is in the chat. What's going on? He's got a crazy video coming for Scream 6. We have a character name, and hello, Jake. Hello, Critical. Hello, my dude. Welcome. We got some character names, apparently, so I'll be back to making videos tomorrow. I really only have time to do this little live stream today because we are filming our movie today. We're doing more filming tonight. Filming some literally my first scenes, which I'm excited. That's why the hair is all different, so... Welcome to the chat, also, if you are here. Just watched a video about Nev's Scream film rankings, and she put 4 last, and I'm so sad. Yeah, I didn't end up making a video about that just because I don't know, didn't think that was video worthy. It's cool, but I didn't think, like, what am I going to talk about for 8 minutes? Just like, here's her ranking, here's my ranking. I don't know. But it is cool. It's interesting to see what she values from the series and all that. 4 being the least, her least favorite is odd to me. It's an odd ranking. I love 4. I think 4 is one of the best ones, honestly. It's maybe moved up to second favorite at this point. I gotta rewatch all of them though. So still gotta do a rewatch on a lot of them. It's been a minute since I had time to watch them. I watched Scream 5 probably the most recently. But I want to go back and I want to actually, like, in succession now that I have the 5th one, watch 1 through 5 nonstop. Like, just go through all of them. I don't care if it takes me all day. I want to do it. So, what else do we got here? Carter, Scotland, Allen, what is going on? Said it before, I'll say it again. Jake streaming equals good soup, and everyone likes good soup. Thank you, Carter. I appreciate that. Filming going good thus far. Yeah, Yeah, for the most part. Yes, we've had a few bumps in the road, but that's to be expected. Nothing that nothing we can't fix, nothing we can't take care of. So we just got everything in today too. Like, we have literally everything we need to make the movie at this point, which is awesome. We got the last couple of packages. I need to make some more blood because I wish I could show you guys. I literally have this entire table downstairs dedicated to all the props for the movie. And like, we ordered all this fake blood because, like, I can't say why, but we need a lot of it for this one scene. And I was expecting like the jugs, you know, like the jugs of blood like that are this big. I ordered like 3 more and they're like this big. They're like little tiny 8-ounce things. And Amazon was not too specific on the size of the blood, which was not good. I need more blood. We're gonna just make it old school. Corn syrup, dye, chocolate syrup. You know, we're just gonna mix it all together, make some dark, gross looking blood. So there we go. Did you know that there's a new horror game that's going to be a movie called Poppy Playtime? Did you know that? Yes. So I'm getting a little more into that. I don't really want to talk about it because I'm not super familiar about it, but I have watched playthroughs now of both of the chapters. I believe there's 2 chapters, if I'm correct about that. But I've watched playthroughs of both of them. I kind of want to download it and play it as well before I actually talk about like the movie adaptation. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on with it too. So I want to be a little more familiar before I talk about it. When I was talking about Doctor Strange, for instance, I felt like I didn't know everything. I felt like I was like, I don't know if I'm the best person to be doing a review of this. So like, I want to be really familiar with the topic before I really start talking about it, or I might just look like a poser. That's how I feel about it. So don't want to be a poser. I actually really like the aesthetic of Poppy's Playtime. Like the monster and all that looks super scary. I don't love the little stretchy girl or whatever. It's just a little less intimidating than Poppy. So but I'm digging it. I'm digging it so far. I've been really enjoying watching some playthroughs of it. Kaz says, which VHS film would you say is your favorite and which creature? Oh, okay. So that's funny you bring this up. I saw a buddy of mine had gone to a horror festival and met the girl that plays the siren in the first VHS. That's honestly, like, listen, Ratma's my number one. That's my girl right there. Love me some Ratma. But if I had a second place or like a real human playing a monster, it's definitely that girl who I don't know her name. I know her last name is Fearman, something like that. I can't remember her first name, but she's amazing in that in that first VHS. Oh, that is so gross. And I haven't seen the spin-off movie. There's a whole spin-off movie based off of that skit, which is awesome. I believe David Bruckner even directed that. I really want to check that out. I hear it's very interesting. So, Siren is legendary. Nice. But like I said, hail Ratma. Man, it's hard to not love Ratma the most. So it's a tough call. There's a lot of really good VHS monsters and monstresses, if that's even a word. If you need more blood, I'll gut someone for it. Thank you, Ghostface. See, now this is what I'm talking about right here. We need some more support in the community for everybody. Just people looking out for each other, you know? Good stuff here. What do you think about the idea for Stu returning in Scream 6 or so? I did a whole live stream on this, my dude, Cash. I did me and Craven Something Scary. We went live and we hashed it out back and forth for like a couple of hours. We went back and forth. I'm of the opinion that if they do it a certain way, okay, sure. But if they, like, honest to God, if they do it about any other way, it's just gonna feel redundant to me. Unless they do it in a way that comments on the state of horror, where we're bringing back old characters, we're showing them being old, and sometimes it's like sometimes it makes sense for them to be badass and killing people and all that, but sometimes it's a bit far-fetched. So what I'd say is if they decide to comment on that and they use Stu as kind of like a tool for that, for the meta horror commentary, I'm down. I'm in. I'm all in. But if they just bring him back because it's like, hey, it's Stu. Remember this from the first movie? I'm just going to be like, okay, well, clearly you guys have no confidence in your central characters, which that would be disappointing to me. That would be really disappointing. If you're going to be killing in a Scream short film, I'm going to be dying in a Scream short, so stoked to see Red Right Hand. Thank you so much. If you're making a Scream short, I'm going to be dying in a Scream short. That's awesome, Carter. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Chuck List with the super chat. Thank you so much, Chuck. I greatly appreciate it, man. What's up, man? What's your thoughts on Kirby coming back to Scream 6? Opening kill, main character, or just a cameo? I'm also stoked for Nope 2, dude. Nice, Chuck. Good stuff, man. Thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Well, to answer your first question here, my thoughts on Kirby coming back, I'm literally so excited. You know, I had talked about, I had seen some people online talking a little bit about, they're worried about Kirby coming back because they think that maybe they're going to focus a little more too much on her character. But I don't think that's the case. I feel like this is something that was set up from the beginning with Radio Silence now being attached to these new movies. They're continuing the Scream franchise. I think that this was purposeful. And I think Beyond the Mask did an amazing video recently where my thoughts exactly about where the next film is going, kind of based off of that Scream 6, what was it, like the plot description that we got that we thought may or may not be real. I really think whoever the Ghostface killers are this time around, they're probably going to be targeting past victims of Ghostface murders for whatever reason. I do have a video I want to follow that up a little bit because I got an interesting theory as to why this Ghostface killer is going after these people. So that video will come out tomorrow probably because I'm going to be busy all night. We're working on the movie tonight, but Monday. I have a crazy theory on that. I don't think she's going to be the opening kill. I feel like she's going to be a main character. That's my guess. I don't think they would announce her this early just to be a cameo or just to be an opening kill or to be a Ghostface killer. I feel like she's got some main character energy here. So that's my hopes. And as for Nope, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, it's all that. Nope is one of the movies I'm the most excited for this year. And I also have a really good Nope theory coming soon. So Jacob Browning with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Jacob. I appreciate that. Thoughts on Hello Mary Lou Prom Night 2? I'm gonna be honest. I've only seen the first one. Have not seen the second one. And I passed out during the first one. It's not that I didn't like it. I just I was watching it late at night. It was after a long day of doing videos and all that. So I got to go back and watch all those because there's a Prom Night remake, right? Yeah, I want to say that's right. There's the first movie, there's the second movie, and there's a remake, is to my knowledge. I will 100% add that to the list just for you, Jacob, and I'm gonna watch it. I'm putting it down right now. I have this long list that I keep next to me during all live streams. If you have any movie recommendations, if you're like, hey, Jake, you gotta watch this, it's amazing, I'll write it down. And I'll check it out. So thank you for the suggestion, though, Jacob. I appreciate that a lot. The Epic Noob is here. What is up? What do you think of Terrifier 2 so far? I'm very excited for Terrifier 2. I really want to see... The big thing I want to see from it is just a better story in general. That's a big deal to me. I really think that's what they've made here with the next Terrifier film, just because... what I've seen about it, what I've heard about it, what I know about the story, it seems like they've put a bigger focus towards the Terrifier 2 story. So that's kind of my thoughts. And I really hope I think it's easily going to be better than the first one. It's definitely one of those movies where I'm thinking this could be a sequel that actually tops the original, which is very few and far between. We don't see that too often in the horror space. So I'm very excited for it. Epic Noob. Michael Parton with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Michael. A Friday the 13th prequel about baby Jason and his mom is in the works, and I don't like that. Okay, I think I saw somebody upload about this today. I don't know where we're getting this news because I'm usually up to date with this stuff. I've been busy all day, like I said. I've been doing stuff here and there. So if this is true, I don't know, man. This sounds like an idea for a fan film more than anything. If this is the case, if we're gonna do baby Jason and his mom, yeah, I'm gonna have to look into this because wow, if we're doing a Pamela Voorhees focused Friday movie, I am so not interested in that. Like I'm sorry, like I just have no love for that. I really don't, because I think I saw was it 3C Films uploaded about that. So like I feel like there's some truth to that. I just clicked on my own live stream on accident. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna look this up because I'm curious. Yeah, this has been something that has been talked about for a while. Like people have been wanting to see this, like a Friday the 13th, but it's a prequel and it explains stuff. Listen to that. It explains stuff. Do we want to see a Friday movie that explains stuff? No. Like, I really don't care. That's my thoughts. That's my thoughts on it. I want to see more people just getting killed. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. So if that's the case, if that's the movie they're making, I don't know. That just doesn't. Nothing about that excites me. It's going to be Pamela Voorhees killing people. I want to see Jason. Listen, Pamela Voorhees is badass. She's an iconic character and all that. But like, I want Jason back on the big screen. I want him killing people. And if this is like if we can't come to a compromise with the Friday franchise, we can't get it back to where it was when it was so great. I just don't know if I want to see a future in this franchise or not. It's tough. It's a really tough scenario, really tough situation. So, man, that's upsetting though. That's some whack stuff. I posted on my story a picture of Orphan First Kill title poster, and William Brent Bell saw it. It might be real. Hey, hopefully, man. Hopefully we get some Orphan First Kill news sometime soon. I don't know what's going on with that film. Nothing has been confirmed, announced, nothing. Like, nothing's going on with that film. We were promised that it would come out. William Brent Bell had kind of talked a little bit about, I want this film to come out in October. That would be a great time for it to come out. I disagree. I think with so many big horror movies coming out this October, I really don't think that movie stands a chance. I'm a huge fan of the Orphan, the original Orphan, but I seriously doubt that a prequel movie to anything that came out in 2009 is going to do better against one of the biggest horror franchises ever. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I hope they release it sometime in maybe like August or September. I feel like that makes a lot more sense. I'm very excited to see that though. Hopefully it comes out this year because that's kind of what we were promised. So hopefully that's the case. What do you think the title to Scream 6 would be? Asks Silas Murray. Well, let me ask you this. How upset would you be if it was going to be Scream 2? Because I've heard some rumors through the grapevine that it might just be called Scream 2. I don't like it. I'm not too big a fan. I think to me it screams we want to just make a sequel to the last movie and we're just going to copy beat by beat of actual Scream 2 and just modernize it. Which scares me, especially because like there's so many arrows that point towards a college setting that point towards like it's going to be this certain type of film. I just really hope it's not Scream 2 but reimagined, man. I really hope that's not the case, and if they're going to call it that, man, I just really hope it's not. I hope that doesn't happen. I'd almost prefer something like Scream Resurrection. Like, as corny as that sounds, I would almost prefer that over Scream 2 just because there's already a Scream 2. There's already a Scream. We should have just called it Scream 5. I don't know, man. Listen, maybe the marketing team knows way more than I do, so. Lean on. I've never seen you before here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Which horror franchise or franchises would you like a legacy sequel or requel to? Definitely, like, my top two are Saw, which, hot take, I know. I feel like you can erase everything. I feel like you can start a whole new timeline in the Saw franchise and do something totally different with John Kramer, especially. I feel like we all want to get back to the John Kramer story, so why not do a requel? I don't know. To me, that's interesting. I know there's some loose ends that a lot of people really want talked about in a new film, but to me, I'd rather almost just start, like, give me a clean slate. Give me a new John Kramer story in a different universe. Like, do a side, like, something completely different. So, and also Nightmare on Elm Street. I really want that too. I'm missing Freddy, man. All right. Listen, I do appreciate the comments, Eternal Pro Gamer, but if you keep spamming the chat, I will ignore you. So don't spam the chat. I don't got any of my mods here today because I randomly just decided to go live, but please, I really don't want to put you in timeout. I don't want to do that. I know you're just asking a question, but I will get to you eventually. I promise. Jacob Browning with the super chat. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. Thoughts on They/Them and Totally Killer. So I was reading about They/Them. That sounds like a really interesting premise. I'm pretty excited for it. Totally Killer, if I'm thinking about the right thing, is like the whole concept of it is like exactly a whole nother movie that came out not too long ago. So I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel. I don't know. To me, it's just like why make you're making the exact same movie that has already happened, and I guess that was successful. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. They/Them sounds really interesting. I'm very excited to see that. I like me a good slasher movie with some commentary in there, so that one I'm excited for. Totally Killer, though, like, I hope it's good, but to me, concept-wise, sounds exactly like, I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's like they all get sucked into the movie, and the one girl's like mom was the star of it or whatever. I only saw it once a long time ago, but it's like, I read the premise, I'm like, I've seen this movie already, so... Jordan Talks Films, thank you for the $2 super chat, appreciate that. Lost the wrench somehow. So, no offense, Jordan, but I had to clear out my mods. I found out mods have a little more power than I would have thought. Not that I don't trust you, Jordan. Just I'm only keeping it to I'm limiting it to 3 people, and then like some of the other channels I have, some of my friends. Not that I don't trust you, man. I do appreciate the super chat, thank you. But I didn't realize how much power mods had over my channel, which is a little scary. So I just decided to give that power to a lot of people, and that was a little strange. So yeah. No offense. I mean nothing by it. Just wanted to keep it down to only a certain amount of people, because yeah, that's scary. Didn't realize how much power they had. So, Eternal Pro Gamer asks, "What's your favorite Saw movie? Favorite trap and most gruesome?" You know, honestly, like 6. Hot take. I know, maybe. I don't know. But I love Saw 6. Saw 6 just hits different. I love the ending. I love the revenge up and down bunny fingers and all that. I love it. I don't know. And that the ending trap there too is also like one of my favorites. I've always been afraid of acid. I don't know why. Since I was a kid, I would jump around in puddles, and like I would always think like that it was like acid and all this. So like that scares the hell out of me. I love it. It's good, some good stuff. So some really good stuff there. I like it. Saw 6 for sure. What else do we got here? The Final Girls, that is the name of that movie. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. What's your favorite horror? You know, many have asked me this, and it's like, how can I come down to just one? How can I take it all down to just a singular horror movie? There's so many good ones. I just watched Zombie 1979. That's definitely like top 5 of all time. That's in there. I don't know. Like I really, it comes down to, with so many movies, it comes down to some really specific things. And with that movie, I love tropical setting horror movies. Like it just, it hits different. I love it. I love tropical setting horror movies. I love zombies. Zombies is like one of the things that scares me the most. I think being trapped in a corner, like being surrounded by a bunch of like things coming to eat you. What else is scarier than that? What else could scare you more than that? I love Zombie 1979. I don't know if it's my absolute #1 favorite horror movie ever. I have some complaints about it here and there. There's some slow parts, especially towards the beginning, and the dub is not done all that well. It's an Italian flick. There's some moments where you're like, okay, that could have been done better, especially the beginning. But I still love it. I think it's amazing. It needs a reimagining. It needs a modern day reimagining, I think, for sure. Escape Room 2 acid scene was badass. I've yet to see that. I don't know. Like, I saw the trailer for that, and I just feel like it gave away everything I was excited for with the Escape Room franchise, which, I don't know, my opinion, does not need to be a franchise. I think that first one was like PG-13 Saw, and what was really cool about it was all of the was like all the set pieces. It was like, oh, this is gorgeous. Like, this is such a cool set piece. This is a cool trap and all that. That was sweet. But to me, the trailer gave away literally every single scene. I kind of don't care about the characters. Like the characters in the first one were pretty paper thin backstories. Nothing that was anything super crazy to me. So I knew, like, in a sequel to that, it wasn't going to get any better. And then the trailer gave away literally every set piece. And I'm just like, well, now I have no interest in seeing the movie. I just never got around to seeing it. But I will check it out eventually, because I do enjoy the first one. I've seen it twice now. And the more I've watched it, the more I'm like, okay, it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. It's got some good stuff here and there. Kyra G, welcome to the stream. Welcome. I know there's a lot of people I have not said hi to, but I'm trying. Kyra says, thoughts on Insidious 5. Well, it seems like we're finally getting into production for that. if I had to guess, I would say that this movie is probably going to be coming out late next year. I really hope that's the case. Everything I know about the movie, it seems like kind of points that direction. I really hope that's the case. We need a new Insidious flick so bad. We need to continue this story. We need to continue the Insidious story. Because it's not finished. We have been left on a cliffhanger since 2013, baby. And this is the movie that is going to resolve that. So I am very excited for Insidious 5. It's one of my favorite horror franchises. I think it's super consistent throughout. I know some people don't love 4 or The Last Key as it's called, but I really enjoy it. I think it has some questionable acting moments, but I think it's fun, it's scary, has some of the best jump scares of the entire franchise. It's a good time. And also the most profitable of the entire franchise, surprisingly. So some good stuff there. Escape Room extended cut is terrible. The theatrical cut is way better. Interesting, Wayne. Okay. I don't know what cut I've seen, honestly. I just have a DVD of the first one. So, good question. Insidious 2 came out on Friday the 13th. Perfect. Oh my God, we should have talked about it 2 days ago on that live stream. Well, what do you know? Ernie Bird? Welcome to the chat, Ernie. Me and Ernie had the pleasure of discussing the Scream franchise. And I believe Ernie was the one who did not want to talk about the Halloween franchise whatsoever. So, Ernie, thank you so much for joining the Lethal Collective stream. I appreciate it. Jordan, thank you so much. Have a goated stream. Jordan, I think you said earlier you had to go, but hey, I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. Thank you. And another thank you. Just for you. And you know what? Also just for you, America, fuck yeah. Just for you, man. There we go. Some good stuff there. What else do we... Can the Conjuring franchise just die? Well, we got the Nun 2 coming, so not yet. There's some really good ideas out there for Conjuring 4 that I'm kind of interested in seeing. I'm not gonna lie. If they keep pumping out the kind of movies that they've been pumping out, I'm kind of, whatever. I think Annabelle Comes Home was fun. It wasn't as scary as some of the past entries, but like cool characters and some really good like developments of the characters. Some side characters that weren't annoying. I thought they were fun. But like Conjuring 3, Curse of La Llorona, I don't know, just didn't do it for me. And it's a shame because I feel like The Conjuring, when you actually get a movie that was like The Conjuring, those movies were always solid. We're always like back to, oh yeah, this is fucking amazing. And Conjuring 3 just didn't do that for me. I think it was interesting. They tried to take the series in a whole new direction, but I don't know. Just I've watched it. I've only watched it twice. I really have no interest in watching it again. So it's a shame. It's a shame. What's up, Jenna Ortega's biggest supporter? I'm fantastic. I hope you're doing well on this great day. I'm drinking tea. I'm drinking delicious tea out of my Ren and Stimpy mug. It's a great day. It's a great day to be alive, isn't it? The first Nun movie put me to sleep. Yeah, like, listen, Bonnie Aaron's performance, 10 out of 10. She is amazing, but my God, give her a better script. Oh, come on. Like, that Nun movie is just... Like I said, Bonnie Aaron's amazing. She's fucking crazy. She's like incredible in every role she plays. She's in this movie called Jacob's Wife 2 as like the head vampire. She's awesome in that. She's awesome as the nun is what you're probably the most familiar with her as. But that movie just, I don't know, not a fan. Just not a fan. Not vibing with it. Can you follow? Absolutely. I see, like I don't check Instagram all that much. So I never know. But if your name is also Jenna Ortega's biggest supporter on there, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So is your handle Jenna12.022? Because I'm just gonna follow that person right there. Bam! You're followed. That's creepy. Don't say that. Don't say that to people. Just go up to someone and be like, you're being followed. Okay. Jeez. Saw 3D should have a tagline that says, that's, yeah, 100%. That's the last trap is, how strong, yeah, I can't say that. I don't know if I can say that on the live stream, so I don't know. What else can I comment on here? If there was a Freddy Krueger sequel, who would you like to see play him? Well, I've had a few, I've talked about this before on many live streams, and it's been interesting. I've gotten many different comments on who should play Freddy in a sequel. Depending on what happens with this new season of Stranger Things, which this is still a possibility. I talked a little bit about this in my last Scream Stranger Things update. I kind of mixed them together because I knew if I just posted a Stranger Things update, everyone kind of throw that to the side. But you know what? Gotcha. We put a little Stranger Things update in there too, which was exciting. It was really good. I had a crazy rant about it because they just released this poster where it looks like the exact same poster from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 all the way back in the late 80s when that came out. So I'm seriously thinking that Robert Englund, he's playing old man Victor Creel in this movie. I think Victor Creel's turning into Vecna somehow in this new season and becomes like the new antagonist. Think that's going to be the case. And if he's playing a character that's similar to Freddy Krueger, I don't think he's going to be physically playing him. Vecna kind of looks like to be a digital kind of character like that. 100%, I think they could do another Freddy Krueger movie with him. You really just need the voice. You could get another actor to physically play him and then have Robert Englund voice over it. That wouldn't be too hard to do. I really don't think so. Get a very physical actor, somebody like Andy Serkis. Get somebody like Richard Brake. Even listen, I know this is crazy. Some people hear this, they're like, I just don't think that's a good idea, Jake. But I just feel like this guy needs a role in a horror movie. Dennis from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That guy was made to play a psychotic, crazy killer. So 100% could see any of those actors playing the character in the next movie, maybe voiced by Robert Englund. That wouldn't be too tough. That would be too crazy to do. Just have Robert come to the studio for a couple of days and record some lines. Come on, that wouldn't be too tough. Let's do it. Let's get another Freddy movie going out there. Since I'm somewhat new to your channel, what does hot take mean? Because I say that all the time. So when I say I have a hot take, I feel like it's something that most people would disagree with, but I feel strongly about it. My hot take just now was that Dennis from Always Sunny should be the new Freddy Krueger, which totally I can understand why people would disagree on that. So I don't know. As someone who's been watching that franchise, as someone who's been watching that show for a long time, Always Sunny, it's one of my favorite sitcoms of all time. I love it. I've always felt like, man, Dennis would be so good. Glenn Howerton would be so good as a Freddy Krueger like character because he's so crazy, he's so physical. I don't know. I feel like he could do it really well. Jacob Browning, thank you so much for another super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Matthew Lillard, the god himself, as Mr. Freddy. That tea's fucking me up. 100%. I could see that happening. What's he up to? What has Matthew Lillard been up to that he could possibly be in this? Could he be going into the next Scream film, possibly? A lot of people say that, including Jack Quaid when he sees him in the Ghostface costume, just like this. Holy shit, it's Ghostface! Bam, you know what I'm saying? Just like that. But thank you for the super chat, Jacob. I appreciate that. I would love Matthew Lillard as Freddy Krueger. In a weird sort of way, it would almost be kind of meta, right? Matthew Lillard was in one of Wes Craven's biggest franchises already in the first movie. Now he's coming back for the requel version of it. I'm almost kind of like, yeah, sure, why not? Okay, let's make it happen. I think the physicality too. It's not just because I want Matthew Lillard to play him, but it's also the physicality of the character. Matthew Lillard doesn't quite have the voice for it, but I feel like he does have the physicality. He could play the character. Just put Robert Englund's voice on top of it. I could see that. That could work. My hot take is that Scream 2 is my least favorite. Scream 2 is slowly becoming my least favorite, honestly. What's weird is Scream 4 is moving up my list and Scream 3 is moving up my list. I'm starting to think how I would rank it is 1, 4, 5, 3, 2. That's almost confirmed hot take. My ranking of the Scream franchise. I don't know, I'm still kind of on the fence about it. I love all the Scream movies. So it's going to constantly be changing is how I see it, but I'm going to get the Jiller Killer on the clip list soon, Ghostface. But just for now, just to satisfy you for now, I'll give you a big ol' what's up? What's up? Just for you. Just for you. And since we were talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, it's always prime time around here, bitch.
Prime time, bitch.
Bam, just like that. Bailey Hearts rankings is 12543. Hot take, I like it. That's actually not too hot. Not the hottest of takes. See, now that you said it, I can't stop saying it. But no, I totally get that. Like that's an interesting ranking, but I like it. I'm curious, Bailey, what do you value the most in the Scream franchise now? See, now I'm asking questions. Little did you know, this is a Q&A both ways. I get to ask questions to my audience too. So, Zom Leader Studios is here. What is going on, Sean? Hey, Sean, if you're in the area tonight, we're filming for the movie a little bit, and we're also doing the photo shoot. So we're I can't really elaborate on this too much because it's a spoiler, but Sean, if you're still here and you're in the area, come hang out, give me a call, send me a text. We're gonna do the photo shoot tonight. If you can't make it to that, no worries. We're gonna be filming at the photographer's house many more times. So we will have many times to take pictures of all the cast members and get us all bloodied up and all that. So Anthony Morano just found this channel. Awesome. Now I can binge all the videos. Anthony, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. That just so you know, there is a person licking your ear in your profile picture. Be careful. There are serial ear lickers everywhere. You got to be careful. Got to be careful with that stuff. Just kidding, Anthony. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hello. I appreciate it. And binging all my videos. I appreciate that too. Are you hyped for Stranger Things? Am I hyped for Stranger Things? My head is literally gonna explode. I can't even wait anymore. I'm looking at the calendar. I wake up every single day and I'm like, when the hell is Stranger Things 4 coming? Oh, we're like how many more days away? I don't even know. I want to get there already. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped for Stranger Things. I have been waiting since the moment I saw that last episode in season 3 for season 4. I love it. I don't know. Absolutely love it. And here's another thing that's amazing. So Wayne's ranking is 14253. Nice. We have Cody 13524. Like, does that not scream that this is a super consistent franchise, that there's not one consistent, well, okay, one is typically the first. But my point is, with the sequels, if you were to rank all those, it's almost always completely different how you rank them. Every single Scream movie adds it has some kind of value to it that maybe another one doesn't have, which I really respect. You can't say that about every franchise. You really can't. I think maybe you can say that about the Scream franchise. You can say that about the Evil Dead franchise. Is there another franchise where every single movie is maybe considered somebody's favorite? Is maybe where every single ranking is like totally different? I would argue no. I think it's kind of tough to say. So, what about Nightmare rankings? Now this will be interesting because I don't even know how I rank the Nightmare movies. Like that. That's really tough. And I'm pulling out the notebook. This is serious, Cat. You don't understand how serious this is. Okay, it's not that serious, but Nightmare on Elm Street movies ranked live. Let's go. So like, one has got to be first, right? Like Nightmare movies. I feel like one has got to be number one. Like I love one. I hate to be like the cliche guy who's just like, oh, what you're putting the original movie as number one. What a plebe. I don't know. I love one. I love the first one. I think it's fantastic. Very well made horror movie. The music is super underrated and does not get talked about enough. You have one of the most iconic silly slashers of all time, just killing it. Robert Englund just slashing it up in this first movie. Great. I think the characters are also some of the best in Nightmare 1. The only other movie I think in the entire franchise that really tops the characters, besides like New Nightmare, because that's basically the same characters almost. Probably 3. Like, I think the reason a lot of people like 3 is because of the characters, so that's my number 2. I love 3 for that. 3, my only problem with it, I think, is it's a little slow to get into it, but once you do, it's rolling. It's rolling. Definitely one of the better ones. New Nightmare is probably 3 for me. I love New Nightmare. Really, really enjoy that one. 3 is a little better for it, I think. 3 is better, I think, for sure. I forgot about Freddy versus Jason. I'm thinking about that now. I really like 4 though. 4 has really grown on me. And you know what? Freddy versus Jason is Freddy versus Jason is my number 4, but then right after that is number 4 because I love Dream Master, the Dream Master. I also I don't know why I have an affinity for Freddy's Dead. So fight me, but Freddy's Dead is going next. And the rest of the movies I really don't like. Like there's 2, there's 5. I think that's it, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Freddy's Dead, New Nightmare, Freddy versus Jason. Yeah, I got him. So I probably rank them. So here's how I rank the Nightmare franchise. 1, Dream Warriors. 3, New Nightmare, Freddy versus Jason. 4, Freddy's Dead. 2, 5. That's how I rank them. For whatever reason, 2 just does not. A lot of people love 2. Doesn't do it for me. I don't know. Nightmare 2 is a guilty pleasure. Hell, that's awesome. I think the pool scene or whatever is like really cool, really interesting. But I don't know. 2 doesn't hit it for me. 2 just doesn't do it for me. I don't think. So let's go do a rank the screams live with all the screams, even scary movie in the series. All right, well that's really easy. All of the Scream movies, the series, all of the scary movies. Bam! There you go. Like the scary movies are fun. They're funny. I don't really consider them better than anything Scream though. So. Dario Argento's upcoming slasher got bad reviews. That's unfortunate. I feel bad. I really like Dario Argento. I think he's very misunderstood by the modern audience, I would say. His movies are weird, like very, like acquired taste, I would say, for sure. Like it's not something you can just put on and it's like, okay, I can enjoy this. Maybe Suspiria would be one of those movies. But I don't know. I hope the movie's good. I hope it's good. Dario Argento does have some duds in his catalog, but I think he also has some really good movies too. He's an amazing director. Definitely one of the greats. What's your favorite Friday the 13th movie? Favorite Friday the 13th? We talked about this on Friday a little bit. I say 4. I say 4 is probably my favorite just because it's like the one I've watched the most. I don't know. I've always really liked 4, but it's tough because I feel like this franchise kind of goes through ups and downs, hills and valleys with different tones, different ideas. It's kind of hard to pick just one because I feel like there's different phases of the Friday franchise where it's like I really like that aspect of it that 4 doesn't have. Like I really like in Jason Lives, the meta humor. Super ahead of its time. Love it. It's some really good stuff there. I don't know. My thing about Jason Lives is that I feel like you have this really cool idea for a new sequel, and it's great. It's a cool idea, but it totally loses all the meta humor and what was so cool about the beginning in the third act, and just kind of goes back to standard. Like, in my opinion, the very worst part of the entire Friday franchise is the third act of Jason Lives. I think the rest of the movies fantastic, super inventive, super cool. Then that third act just totally goes back to the most rehashed regular ass Friday movie you could go. And it's like, what? Like how did a guy getting his face slammed against a tree and leaving a smiley face imprint go back to just regular straight up Friday the 13th movie? It's so bizarre to me. I think that movie's great up until that point. But Justin Alexander says, Nope theory. Kiki Palmer uses the winking the wishing well to wish that the other horses in the area disappear. A bad miracle. Interesting, Justin. Very, very interesting. If there's no news tomorrow, I do have a Nope theory talking specifically about the horses, how that could be important to this film, and how Jordan Peele has used animals in the past to portray something from some kind of element or theme, motif, whatever in his movies. Like the rabbits in Us, I would say, are used for multiple purposes. Like they're shown at the very beginning of the movie in a cage, and then later you see all the cages are open when I can't remember the main characters. I literally just watched Us. How can I not remember this? Addie, Adelaide, that's her name. Adelaide. Bam! The brain is working today. Adelaide goes down into the where all the tethered are living, and you see that the cages are all open and the rabbits are everywhere. It's shown that it's symbolic. Jordan Peele, writer director Jordan Peele also talks a little bit about how the movie is kind of like a dark Easter, like an evil kind of Easter, like people being resurrected, people coming back and taking their place, which is interesting. So and also in like Get Out, there's a whole thing about like the deers, which I'm not going to go into because I just went on that whole rant. But how are those kind of animals going to be used to portray kind of like his social message in this next film? I have a theory. Coming tomorrow, possibly, probably, if I'm not too wiped out from tonight. Thoughts on Rob Zombie's The Munsters? Maybe the worst choice to do The Munsters. I love Rob Zombie. Not saying he's bad. Not saying he's a bad director. He's an awesome director, but I just don't see him doing a... How is this guy going to do like a PG version of The Munsters? I mean, he's got so many tools in his belt that don't work in that in that rating system. I don't know what he's going to do with this film. I just feel like it's not going to be good. That's my problem with it. I think he's a good director, contrary to how some feel about him. I think he has his own very unique style that he brings to all of his films, that in a very consistent manner. With that, but I just don't feel like I feel like the Munsters is not the project for him. I feel like maybe they should have gotten somebody else. Same with like Eli Roth. What is up with Eli Roth lately? Listen, I love the man. He's amazing, but he's been making children's movies for the past like 5-6 years, and it's just like another director who is so like has this very unique dark style, and now he's making kids movies, and I don't know, man. I don't get it, I guess. But so, maybe they had kids. Maybe they had both those guys. They want to relate to a younger audience. I can understand that, but I don't know. To me, I would almost rather see them both do something like just really horrifying. Something along those lines. I have people texting me about tonight. I hate to be so unprofessional, but I do have to answer this text message because I don't want someone going to the wrong house. Someone's asking me, they're like, which house are we going to tonight? I don't know. Marky's. We're going to Marky's house, just so everyone knows in the live stream. Marky's place. Do you know where that is? Marky is one of the cinematographers on this movie. He's helping out. He's also taking our pictures. He's mostly like, he takes pictures. That's like his job. He's awesome. He's a fantastic guy. Very excited to hang out with him tonight. He's going to be taking pictures of the entire cast member for Red Right Hand, my Scream fan film. If you're unaware, we're making a Scream fan film. It comes out in December, baby. So make sure to check that out. What else do we got? How many times did you watch Insidious? Countless amount of times. When I saw it on a date in 2010 when I was in middle school, and it scared the hell out of me. Like I was pissing my pants. Let's just say that. So I love it. I don't know. It scared the hell out of me at a young age. I've always come back to it to just check it out and be like, oh my God, this is so weird. This is so different. I love it. Some really good stuff. The monster too is just super creepy. I love the design. Really good stuff from there. So, Extron Gaming says, hey, Jake, just got home from work. Nice. I hope you're chilling. I hope you're relaxing. I hope work wasn't too bad for you, Extron Gaming. I hope you had a chill day. That's always the best. I love when you have chill days. You get to go home early and all that. I hope that was the case. I hope you had to work until like 5 or something, and the boss was like, you know what? Get on out of here. It's 4 o'clock. Mosey on home. It's what is it? Sunday? Oh, you had to work on a Sunday? Oh, man, that's rough. I'm so sorry. What is one of the scariest films you have ever watched? Well, of most recent memory, I just watched this movie called The Sadness, which maybe has to be the most depraved movie I have ever seen in my entire life. My God. There was some of the most disturbing things I've ever seen in my entire life. I loved The Sadness. I was talking about it the other day. I had gotten on a live stream. I had only watched the first 30 minutes, and I'm like, oh my God, this movie is something really special. This is amazing. They really blow it in the third act for me. I love it. Like, wow, almost all the way through, there's some really cool and disturbing and messed up stuff. But the third act it's a zombie movie, and trust me, I'm not spoiling anything. The third act focuses on this like super stereotypical zombie zombie movie kind of character where it's like he's studying the virus and he needs to collect information. And like, I've seen that character 100 times. And this was such a departure from everything I have seen in a zombie movie. Like the zombies are totally different. They're much closer to like Deadites than they are to zombies. And this movie was awesome. I loved it. It was so different. It was like Evil Dead in the middle of like a city somewhere in China, and I loved it. It was really scary, great concept, cool idea, but just totally takes the focus off of that cool idea in the third act. Focuses on this like virologist character. I'm studying the virus. We have to find a cure. It's just like, okay, I've seen that in literally every single zombie movie ever made, and for this to be something so different and to have something so cliche. Kind of not something I loved about it, honestly. But regardless, maybe the greatest start to a zombie movie ever because of the brutality. It's pretty chill for the first 10 minutes, and then something happens, won't say what. Holy shit, does not stop until you get to the crappy character. But yeah, no, Sadness, still an amazing movie. Still, like, fantastic. Absolutely loved it. And super scary, too. If you're looking for, like, I need something scary. There you go. The Sadness. Check it out. It's from a first-time director, too. I forgot the guy's name, but, like, wow. That's your first movie? Hell, listen, for a first movie, that's a 10 out of 10. I'll say that. What are some of your favorite horror YouTubers? Great question that you might ask. So I want to shout out my boys, the boys. They're not horror YouTubers, but I absolutely love them. They do like gaming content. I really watch them a lot. I almost never miss any of their uploads. I really like them. They're like a gaming collective. They do some good stuff. But horror YouTubers like Dead Meat is the reason I'm even here. I started watching Dead Meat in 2018 and like just fell in love with their channel. So I love them. They're amazing. Really like their page. I also love who do I watch a lot of? Drum Dumbs. I watch him almost religiously. I love all the people that I collaborate with too, like are just fantastic. Craven Something Scary, Fate Decided, The Night Watch Zone, Zoe Crawford, Carter Scotland Allen is great. I'm trying to think who else I watch. I love 3C Films too. I watched a lot of him when I was first starting off. He's really good. Makes some good content. He doesn't always focus on horror. He focuses on everything, you know, so he makes some good stuff. CZ's World, too. No YouTuber works harder than that guy. Like, the attention to detail in his videos are amazing. So, yes, CZ's World, or whatever. He also lives in Ohio, I think, which is, like, crazy. There are a surprising amount of horror YouTubers from Ohio, myself included. Very proud of that. I believe the Merkins, who are amazing... They do, they're from like Parma, Ohio, which is like where I live basically. So I shouldn't have said that on a live stream, but anyway, but I don't care. Fuck it. Come say hi to me in my house. Just don't stab me. That's what I say. What's up, Maverick? How's it going? Maverick Media is here. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome. Maverick has an awesome mask, so. Where to watch The Sadness, like I was just talking about, Jess. So it's on Shudder as of right now. It just dropped there May 12th. I highly recommend getting Shudder too. I'm not even sponsored by them. I want to be sponsored by them. So if someone from Shudder's watching, hit me up. But I'm basically doing the sponsorship for you guys. Shudder's just amazing. $6 a month. Go get it. Just go get it. If you're like, man, I want to expand my horror view. I want to see some more horror movies out there. Go watch Shudder. Like, this is not a sponsorship whatsoever. Just go do it. It's amazing. I've found so many different horror movies on there. Their originals are amazing. Really good stuff there. So you had to stay longer at work, Extron. I'm so sorry, because we still had more stuff to do even around the time we normally leave, so I had to stay longer to finish up. That's just how it goes sometimes. When I was working at Chipotle, man, it was the same thing. So I'm so sorry. That's a shame. That sucks. What movies started your love for horror? Well, I was just writing this in I'm on Letterboxd, and I wrote a review of The Evil Dead, which I got to watch this morning before I really got going with everything. I wrote in there, like, I saw that in a young age, and my dad gave me the birds and the bees talk during that scene from The Evil Dead. So there you go. Let that sit with you. horror movies have always been a part of my life, oddly enough. Like that, for example, one of the biggest moments of my life. There you go. Horror movies were there to explain it all, which is really, really messed up. But I don't know. I've always really been into horror, but like in 2018, I was going through some shit, and I was at a job I really didn't like that I just wanted to escape. I wanted to escape. I wanted to go. I wanted to do something else with my life. I didn't know what it was yet. I was trying to figure that out. I saw Hereditary in theaters, and my entire life changed. Like I watched that, and I was just like, oh my God, like this is amazing. I really only watch horror movies now because of that. It's just like, I love the escapism of horror movies. I like how they can also comment on the real world while being so wildly different from reality. That was one of those movies for me. That was just like, oh my God, like this is crazy. I really love it. That one blew my mind. I love A24 movies. So yeah, no, some really good, there's good stuff all around that really inspires me all the time. There's still a lot of good horror movies too. There's still a lot of really good, like, people who are like, oh, horror sucks nowadays. They're not watching the original movies. There are so many amazing original horror movies that come out that unfortunately don't get the attention that some of the other movies nowadays get. Make sure to watch the original ones too, because like X is probably going to be my favorite horror film of the year. Might get topped by Nope, maybe, but X was just amazing. It blew my mind. The fact that a movie like that can come out in 2022 is so impressive. So always make sure to check out always check out the good stuff, the original stuff too, as well as the sequels to stuff you like too, because there's a lot of good stuff. You can't base the state of horror just off of the requels and the sequels and all that. That's just not fair, because horror is going through like this amazing renaissance right now with the original flicks, and check them out. Just try to watch them when you can if you're really into the genre. Do I like The Shining? Yes, but I also feel like this is one of those movies that walked so other movies in the future could run. This has got to be my hottest take. Like, I love it. It's a great movie. I don't love all the behind the scenes stuff. I feel like you could have resulted in good performances without torturing your actors and actresses. So I don't love that. Don't love the backstory behind The Shining. But I think it's a great movie. I think it's amazing. It's really an impressive horror flick, but it definitely opened the door for a lot of other psychological horror films in the future that, in my opinion, took the same kind of idea, same kind of concept, and did it a little better. I will say, if you're just comparing The Shining to the book, my God, what an improvement. I think The Shining novel is not great. I think it's a little... The idea, it's just so many ideas that I don't know. I don't love it. And the remake that they made in the 90s, I believe, the miniseries, is a lot closer to the book, and meh. It's very meh. I don't know. I think Stanley Kubrick just fucking killed it with that movie. Taking just a concept that's decent, that's very okay, and transforming it into one of the greatest horror movies of all time. At least that's how most people think of it. So I one day I'll do like a whole in-depth about how I feel about The Shining, because I can't, I don't hate it. Like, I don't hate it, but I have some feelings about it. I got some whack feelings about it. I enjoy Dr. Sleep a little more, just for some certain things about how I feel about it. So one day I'll do that. Birds and the Bees talk while watching Evil Dead. So you got a horror story while watching a horror movie. Yeah, pretty much. Like, crazy, right? Like, it's weird, man. I think I was always meant to have horror movies be a big part of my life, considering that. So that's so funny. Did you know Mia Goth played both Pearl and Maxine in X? Yes. So I didn't know that going into the movie, but I saw it in the credits, and I'm just like, no way, that's so fucking cool. Like, what? Blew my mind. Mia Goth should have won an Oscar for that slasher movie. Fight me. Amazing. Coop de Oof is in the chat with an Eggo waffle. What is going on, Coop? What's up, Tara Carpenter? Your biggest fan was here just a moment ago. What's up, Tara? Can't wait to see you in Scream 6. You like Jason Goes to Hell. You like jazz? I love it. It's a post Twin Peaks world, and I like that. Interesting take, Trey. I like that. I like aspects of that movie, but probably my least favorite Friday the 13th film. But regardless, has some really cool kills, has some really good homages to other films, which I really enjoy and I really think is cool. Creighton Duke, I believe, is the name of the one character that's like hunting down Jason. Amazing. Like, steals the show, best character by far. Fantastic. Some really good stuff from him in that movie. That's what gets me through that film, I think, that character. So Jake, can you play the holy shit it's Ghostface sound effect? Well, no need to ask twice, my friend.
Holy shit, it's Ghostface!
Come on. I mean, listen, any time I will do that. And you know what else? Since it's summertime, and maybe you're someone who likes to drink a Coca-Cola outside or a fresh brewski sitting outside around the fire, I will warn y'all to be careful of the bees.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah!
Okay, I'm done. Don't leave. Let's hang out. Let's hang out a little longer. I promise. I'm done. I promise. But I can't help it. I loaded all these in here. I gotta throw them out sometime. So, Brett James Bishop is here. What's up? Thanks for hanging out, Brett. I appreciate it. Welcome to the crazy stream where we talk about bees and Jack Quaid going, holy shit, it's Ghostface. A bunch of good stuff. KillJoy Jake is the killer in Scream 6. Well, I can't reveal that quite yet, can I? Maybe. Just maybe. I'm going out to Montreal in a couple weeks. Screw Red Right Hand. I'm going to be in Scream. No, I'm kidding. Coop de Oof has a question. Who are you? Who are all these people? If you're talking about, if you're referencing SpongeBob, is it? No, it's not Patrick that says that. I think it's SpongeBob. Who are all you people? I don't know who says that from SpongeBob, but that's gonna have to be a clip that I put in here. That would be great. That would be fantastic. What else do we got? Christina should be the opening kill for 6 and maybe Martha too. Interesting take, Ernie. I'll say this. For me, I kind of don't care if they're in the movie or not. So if they're the opening kill, sure. Why not? I don't really see what Christina Carpenter could add to Scream 6 that would further the plot along. I don't know. I don't know. Not 100% sure what they could add to the plot that wouldn't be like redundant or something that feels a little too close to Scream 2. We'll have to see. Did you hear what name Nancy Ann Ritter gave you last night on? No, I have not. But I'm very curious. What did poor Nancy Ann say about me? What did my nar say? Nancy Ann Ritter is absolutely amazing. If she called me something nasty though, oh, it's bad. Hey, I can take it, Brett. I can take it. I promise. I can take it. I am but a fragile being, but I promise you I can take it. I really hope I don't have to send her.
I'll send you a copy.
I kid, of course. Nancy Ann Ritter is so nice. I'm sure she was joking. She has an amazing sense of humor, by the way. My God. The few times I have spoken to her, she said some crazy stuff, and I love it. She's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. Nar. So, I live outside Ann Arbor. You going to film Red Right Hand here? So, Trey, I'll be honest with you. We were going to film, I don't know if this spoils anything, but I'm just going to say it. We were going to film a scene for Red Right Hand outside of Jill's house for the film, but don't really think we can do that, is what I found. I did some location scouting out there. I filmed an entire video out in Ann Arbor. If you guys checked out the Scream 4 locations video, highly recommend checking out that, by the way. So, yeah, I love Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor is a beautiful city. I have some friends out there, so I go there a lot. Have some friends on the Michigan University campus, live out there, so I went out there. Actually, during that video you guys saw, that the reason I was going out there was to help a friend move. So there you go. I won a Jason mask on Craven's stream before his last night stream. Then I gave it to someone who lost because I felt bad. Oh, well, that's so sweet, Coop de Oof. That is very sweet. Good stuff there. Oh, it was all for fun, and she was so funny, like jaw-dropping funny. I don't know she had that dirty of a set. Brett, you're killing me here. You're killing. What did she call me? I want to know, Brett. You're killing me. I'm gonna have to call somebody. I'm gonna have to call up Craven and be like, "Yo, you guys talking shit? What's going on? God damn. I'm gonna have to call him all sussy like that." Have to hit work, but keep up with all the great work. I'm loving it. Thank you so much, Jacob, for stopping by the stream, and thank you for all the super chats. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. I hope that work is not too bad. I hope you're Jay chilling at work. But yeah, so I cannot stream for too late tonight. Probably gonna go till 5 because I gotta pick up everybody for the movie. A lot of the people involved don't drive, unfortunately, so I do have to go pick them up, drive. Yeah, basically. So yeah, no, I don't know. I like doing these Q&A Sundays though. Do you guys enjoy this? Like just doing Q&A Sunday, kind of eclectically talking about whatever. I kind of like it. I enjoy it. I like just kind of going off the rails about whatever. I know I didn't get to every single person's question tonight, but I did want to just, I want to stop in. I want to say, hey, I want to hang out. I've been super busy on the weekends, so I'm doing what I can. Did a little live stream. Thought that'd be fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope we had fun. I'm going to go until 5. I think I'm going to go for another 18 minutes. So if we have any more questions that we want to ask, or if you want anything to discuss, I saw some people talking about Men from 2022, a movie that comes out next week. Will I be covering it? Yes. I'll be completely transparent with you all. I did not cover Firestarter because I really didn't have too many good things to say about it. And if you have nothing good to say, well, then don't say anything at all is the how I feel about it. So I didn't cover that. The only thing I could really say about Firestarter was negative things. And to me, it's like, why shit on something if it doesn't need any more shit atop it? I think KillJoy Jake jerks off or something along those lines. But when you talk to Craven, ask him about being a clam digger. I can't believe I just said that on my stream. My God. KillJoy Jake, KillJoy jerk. More. I'm not gonna say jerks off, but yeah. So that's funny. That's hilarious. I'm gonna have to get her back next time I'm on the stream. I had to cancel because we were doing some stuff last night. Was not able to make the Scream 5 watch party, but yeah. So maybe next time. We'll be getting together a crazy big stream sometime here soon. So some good stuff going. I will ask him about about that. Yeah, I'm not gonna elaborate. So. I liked Firestarter. The score by John Carpenter, son and Dave something Davies should be enough to cover it. Yeah, that was amazing, Ernie. I think the score was awesome, and to listen to that in a theater was great. That was awesome. The script overall made me laugh. I was cracking up that entire movie. It was just I hate to say it, but it was atrocious. It was the dialogue was atrocious. The way Zac Efron responded to his daughter, I felt like I was watching a conversation between a bitter mother and father. No, that's not like a husband and a wife. That makes more sense. Their conversation felt a lot less like daughter to father than and much more like a husband and a wife that don't like each other anymore. That's how the dialogue came off to me. I don't know. And I like Zac Efron. I actually think he's quite underrated. But then for him to do that in this movie, I don't know. Wasn't a fan. Was not a fan. It was weird. I think the ending was kind of cool, but besides that, I don't know. Firestarter was the main reason why, or David Gordon Green is the main reason why Halloween 2018 was great. Yeah, gets me concerned about the future of other franchises. Mr. Matt is calling me. I think he just realized I was on a live stream. I will call him back in 15 minutes. Yeah, the cat scene in Okay, this was so unnecessarily brutal, that scene in Firestarter. No spoilers, but so unnecessarily brutal. They did not need that scene in there. And then What's so darkly funny about that scene is then they like bury it and they just write cat. Like, why are you trying to make this scene funny? What? Firestarter 2022. What are you doing, man? I don't know, man. I don't know. It was whack. I'm really hoping that Men from Alex Garland is better. I've heard mixed reviews so far, so I am kind of scared. I feel like the mixed reviews are because of maybe the social commentary in the movie. Some people not getting it, some people not liking it. I think I'm going to like it. I think it's going to be great. I'm very excited for the film. I cannot wait. Alex Garland, if you're unfamiliar, by the way, did Annihilation from 2017 or 2018, I want to say. One of those years. Amazing movie, really blew my mind. And before that, Ex Machina, which might be my favorite, but also Annihilation is an incredible movie. So both of those films, fantastic, great. I put him up there with like some of the other amazing, great directors that we have nowadays, like that are up and coming, like Ari Aster, Robert Eggers, Jordan Peele. I put him up there with those people. Like, I think that's how good those movies are. They're great. So, did you miss any Nope discussion? We were talking a little bit about Nope earlier. I got a theory video coming out tomorrow if I'm not completely exhausted after tonight. We have a very late shoot and a photo shoot. So we got a lot to do tonight, but hopefully I can get that video out. I'm very excited. I have a theory on the horses, specifically what their purpose is in being in this movie, what that could be all about. So we got Bacon Pew Pew in here. What's up, Bacon? What's going on? I still love your profile picture, by the way. I said it last time. I'll say it again. I love it. How do you think Halloween Ends will end? Asks Scotty Wilson. Well, Scotty, I'll tell you. I think the safe bet right now is that Michael and Laurie both bite it. I feel like that's maybe the most obvious answer just because of what we already know about the franchise, what was set up in the last film. I feel like that would make the most sense for both of them to die. Maybe Laurie dies killing Michael. I kind of don't want that to happen, though. There's a part of me that kind of wants Laurie to live if everyone else dies, which is like kind of messed up. But I don't know. I feel like that's probably what's going to happen, but who knows? Anything can happen. This is the movie I really don't want to get spoiled, though, because whatever it's going to be shocking. So one of my biggest problems with the new Firestarter in a lot of movies is when they write children as their dialogue like they are adults. Yeah. No, I feel that. I feel like they didn't develop her character enough to be so mature. I needed a little more character development to understand that about her character. It just felt like she was another adult amongst other adults. You know what I mean? It was kind of weird. The dialogue in that movie altogether was just not great. The score was amazing. John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, Daniel Davies, couldn't remember the name until now. They're amazing. If they could score every single horror movie that comes out, I would not even bat an eye. Man, the music was like 10 out of 10 for a movie that just unfortunately was like 2 or 3 out of 10. So I'm excited for Bodies. More than Halloween Ends, hot take. Ernie, I know you don't like Halloween, so I understand that. I'm actually very excited for Bodies. I think it's going to be a lot better than how much people are thinking it's going to be. Don't forget, this is an A24 slasher we're talking about here. This isn't like if I saw that trailer and it was just coming from some random studio somewhere, I might see it, whatever, but it's A24. It's going to be better than your typical Gen Z kind of slasher flick, I think. So I think it's going to absolutely fuck, as the kids are saying. Are you going to watch the new A24 horror film, Men? Yes, absolutely, and I will absolutely be doing a review of it because... like it or hate it, I'm talking about it Thursday night. So no matter what, I'm going to talk about it. Didn't talk about Firestarter because I genuinely didn't have anything positive to say about it besides the score. I just think it was pretty lackluster. It's pretty disappointing too, for the most part. But Men, I'm sure I will have more positive things to say about it. I wish I could do a review of The Sadness, but that's a movie from last year, so I feel like not as many people would be interested in it. Regardless, I kind of want to talk about that film because I really loved it to a certain point. There's some things I didn't love about it. There's a lot of things I did love about it. Would love to talk about that and how some more modern day horror needs more of that bite, more of that edge to it that The Sadness had. Oh, and can we talk about the music in The Sadness too? Like, did we watch that? Did we see that? How do we feel about that? Because my God, the music in some of those sequences made it all the more terrifying. I think the plot needed a bit of a revision. They needed to figure some things out plot-wise with the sadness, especially in that third act. But besides that, I mean, it had the potential to be one of the best zombie films of all time. It really did. I cannot wait to see what that director and the people behind that movie. I'm very excited to see what they do next. The Blumhouseification of A24. Is that how we're Is that how we're feeling about A24 now? I feel like they're just widening their range. Because, like, I thought the same thing about X. I thought, man, X is kind of a weird movie to come from A24, but then it's amazing and feels like an A24 movie at the same time. Sure, it's a slasher, but there's a lot of aspects of it that feel like an A24 film and a Ty West film all mixed together. So, I don't know. It all depends. It all depends on the future of A24, what they release horror-wise. If they, if Men is really good, I'll say A24 is still just pumping out banger after banger after banger, like how they've been since 2016. You could even argue since 2015 they've been pumping out bangers. And Under the Skin actually came out in 2014, I think, which is one of the first really big A24 horror movies. So I love that film. That one really ripped my face off at the ending with the visuals. So it's a bit slow. I can see people not liking that one, but I liked it. I think Under the Skin was cool. Do you like political commentary in movies? Yeah. Even if it's something I don't agree with, I think sometimes it can be done really well in a very smart way. So I think that if the purpose of your movie is to escape, that's the purpose of it. And make it something where it's totally different, totally surreal, doesn't feel like it's of this world. That's one thing. But then you can also use real life horror to influence the horror in your own movie with political commentary, social commentary. It all depends on how you do it. All comes back to it really all comes back to why, how are you commenting on it? How are you doing that? Are you doing it in a way that isn't like me just straight up saying it to your face? Because there's a lot of movies like that where it's so in your face. The horror movie forgets to implement the horror in there. And they're kind of just saying hey, this is going on in the world, right? I don't need a movie like that personally. I almost like it when the social commentary is in the background the entire time. And it's there for the people who are willing to look deeper. I think Us is a perfect example of that. That movie is not in your face with the social commentary. But then, if you look deeper, if you look at some of the what feels like a throwaway line is actually super significant and important. Like when Red is talking about what the dad character, Winston Duke, says, who are you? Who are you? What are you people? And their answer is, we're Americans, which is super poignant and super important to the social commentary there. So interesting stuff. I could go on a rant about that all day, though. Hello from Brazil. What's up, Paulo from Brazil? Welcome. Do you like any horror movies that are not from the United States? Do you know Coffin Joe from Brazil? I do not know about Coffin Joe, but there are a lot of amazing foreign horror movies that more and more people... I was just going on a rant about The Sadness, which is, I believe, Chinese, if I'm correct about that, because it was in Mandarin. So I believe that was a Chinese film directed by a Canadian director, which is strange. But there's a lot of amazing foreign releases too that don't get talked about nearly enough. I've never even heard of Coffin Joe. I don't know what this is, but I'm interested. Regardless, I am interested in Coffin Joe. I will check it out. Thank you so much for the suggestion, Paulo. Thank you so much. Coop de oof, I know the FNAF trailer is not out because the internet would absolutely break. And I don't even think they've started filming that, so... I'm a Pirate says, I love Amber as Ghostface. And corrected the frowny face to a regular a smiley face. Nice. Good. I like Amber as Ghostface too. What an amazing reveal. Maybe the best of the entire series. I know. Crazy. What? Jake, what are you saying right now? Amber's the best reveal? It's one of the fucking coolest. Oh my God. Maybe the highlight of the entire movie for me was Amber's reveal. Holy crap. That was good. Have I seen Cabin in the Woods? Give me what? Richard. God dang it, Richard. Hang on. Have I seen Cabin in the Woods? Bruh, I camped outside of Best Buy for this puppy. That is how serious I am about Cabin in the Woods. Love it. Amazing. Good stuff. Amazing movie. Cabin in the Woods absolutely fucks. Lights Out was my favorite horror film in 2016. Hot take, Ernie. Nice. I really liked Lights Out. The plot could have used a bit of work, if I remember correctly. I've only seen it once, but really terrifying. It's based off of that really creepy short film, too. What has it got? It's got a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes. Damn. Okay, maybe this needs a rewatch because the short film that this is based off of is horrifying and really well done. But I saw the movie and I was like, oh, cool. Okay, this is awesome. Has some really scary moments throughout. Movie kind of just ends, though, is how I remember it. Well, like I said, need to do a rewatch, but I like it. I liked Lights Out. I remember being like, that was a really scary fucking horror movie. So, yeah, we were talking about this earlier. They slash them. So, I'm excited for that. Cool concept. Really cool concept. Where the hell? Riddle me this, Batman. Where the hell is the FNAF movie? Great question. Actually a great question because they've been kind of just pushing it back. If you're curious, by the way, on the entire history of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I did an entire video outlining like the history of that movie, how it was going into production, going out of production, turned into something else entirely. We got Willy's Wonderland, which had absolutely nothing to do with that. I did a whole video talking about the whole history of it up until now. Check it out. Five Nights at Freddy's, Everything We Know So Far video. It's a really good video, in my opinion. I think I did a lot of research on that. Check it out. So, your Nightmare on Elm Street rankings is nice. Okay. Good stuff. So, one, Freddy versus Jason, right? Or 1, 7, 4, 3. You put 4 above Dream Warriors is interesting. Interesting. Hot take. There is a... Oh, you didn't put Freddy versus Jason in there because there's 8 movies. Right. So you put New Nightmare as your second favorite. Okay. Cool. New Nightmare is underrated. Mike, I like it. Why so many people want Malignant sequel? There's no need for that. Yeah, they like did kind of set up a sequel at the end, but at the same time, like it feels more like a standalone for me. I don't know what else they could do in a sequel because of how big the reveal was like the whole movie to me. That reveal did not see coming at all, by the way. Wow. Like really well done. So I don't know if you watched Cody Leach's most recent video. He mentions this idea for a Legacy Nightmare sequel would be a Dream Warriors. Oh, like a requel to Dream Warriors specifically. Nice. I 100% agree. That'd be awesome. Some good stuff there, Charlie. Yeah, I watch Cody Leach every now and then. He's got a really good page. Make sure to check him out. Yeah, I'd love to check that out. I'm curious what his thoughts would be on a Nightmare requel going off of possibly just like 1 and 3. So my only thing about that just off the top of my head is that might be a bit much to ask of your audience. Block user. There we go. We don't want none of that. Oh, I feel so special. The first time I got a porn account in here. Wow. Wow. But my one thing about that, I guess, would be my one problem with that would be you're asking a lot of your audience to watch both the first Nightmare on Elm Street and the third one to then continue off of. So I feel like you'd almost have to do a requel just based off of the first movie. And that's already kind of asking a lot of your audience. That's already a lot you have to explain in your requel, possibly setting up another film. Think about Halloween 2018 or Scream 5. Like they had to explain a lot. They had to bring the audience back up to speed in a lot of ways. I feel like with Scream, you know, every single time it's kind of a restart. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, a new Ghostface killer. They kill a bunch of people and characters. You get the reveal. They die. That's basically every Scream film in a nutshell. You don't have to there's not too much to explain. You got to explain some stuff from the first movie, talk about Billy Loomis, talk about Stu Macher. They had to do that in Scream 5. In Halloween 2018, they had to kind of bring you up to speed with what's canon now, what's not canon, because there's even that line about which one was it? Halloween 2018, where they talk about like, oh, wasn't like Michael Laurie's brother or something? Aren't they related? No, that was introduced in the second one, my dude. So like, it's tough. Requels are not an easy movie to make. You got to explain a lot of things. You have to bring your audience up to speed, because there are going to be some people who have not seen those movies who need a refresher. So, and one more thing before I go, I will absolutely play. Holy shit, it's Ghostface!
Holy shit, it's Ghostface!
There you go, just for you. You know, one more time.
Holy shit, it's Ghostface!
And you know what? I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna need one.
Holy shit, it's Ghostface!
Okay. Well, that's enough of that. But thank you so much. I'm gonna answer this question real quick because I have a whole rant about that. Not a new movie. I'm sorry. I was gonna say your name, and probably shouldn't say that. That's really funny though. I love that. 10 out of 10 name right there. There's going to be a It prequel series coming to HBO Max called Welcome to Derry, and I will keep you updated on it. So any big updates on that, I'll be making videos on it. So thank you guys so much for stopping by the stream. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to become a channel member, by the way, and check out an extra video every single week, I have 2 extra videos coming this week on an entire franchise, The Dentist and The Dentist 2, doing reviews on those just for my channel members. So become a channel member today. That'd be awesome. I'd greatly appreciate that. Also, you might have noticed that on my page, there's a store tab now. So do you want to get a KillJoy Jake shirt? Bam! It'll happen. Ba-bam! Just a little dab for you real quick.
I'm addicted to dabbing. I've had issues going out in public before.
But thank you guys so much for stopping by the stream. Had to put those little shameless plugs out there real quick, just at the end of the stream. But thank you guys for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Sunday afternoon. We're going to go do some red right hand stuff, and you guys will see that in December. So thanks for stopping by the stream. Don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.